Lockhart, probably one of the worst wizards ever in the Harry Potter universe. What if he had survived? What if he had recovered his memories? What if instead of him losing his memory and Ron's wand backfiring, what if Harry and Ron's minds were backfired? So in today's video, we're going to look at what would have happened if Gilderoy Lockhart had erased Harry and Ron's memories. So welcome back to Poor Access then, as we look at this amazing topic. Now, probably the first thing we've got to notice is that obviously memories can be recovered. We know that Lord Voldemort managed to recover memories from Bertha Jorkin's mind, and they were modified by Barty Crouch Jr., who was a very able wizard. And then on one side we have Lockhart, who is meant to be good at performing the spell, but he's probably not going to be as good as other wizards like Dumbledore and Voldemort, as Dumbledore would be good at recovering memories. So yes, memories can be recovered from those who have been blocked up and use a curse. Obviously we've seen this many times before. When Hermione does it on her parents, she does not use a full memory wipe on her parents, but she can still very ably recover those memories. Now, because it backfired the wand, it was a very different sort of powerful wizard, sort of curse almost, that was put on Lockhart. And it was probably not a good idea for Lockhart to use a faulty wand, obviously, as he was never fully able to recover. But I do think if Harry and Ron were used, they would hopefully have recovered. It is a sensitive procedure. Obviously Voldemort gets his Death Eaters back when they're used in London in the Deathly Hallows. I think that Dumbledore would again be able to do that as well. But saying that they couldn't, saying that this didn't happen, saying that Lockhart's memory really damaged Harry and Ron, well, the first thing that probably would have happened was Ron probably would not have gone to Egypt at the start of The Prisoner of Azkaban. He would be completely wiped. His family would be dealing with the loss of Ginny. So that meant that Peter Pettigrew probably would have stayed as Scabbers for a while, as Sirius wouldn't have seen him. Maybe he would have left them, but there's no way that Sirius would have known that Peter was still alive and seen him and maybe even broken out of Azkaban. But again, he could still have escaped. Well, obviously, maybe Peter could have left and he maybe would have still found Voldemort and brought him back to life. But would he use Harry as the form to bring himself back to life? Or would he, well, if Harry's in St. Mungo's, that's very, very well protected. One of the most protected places in Harry Potter, other than the Ministry of Magic, the Gringotts and Hogwarts, obviously. St. Mungo's is even more than the Ministry of Magic. It's very, very well protected. So yeah, Harry could still have become a Horcrux and all of this by doing so. So Voldemort maybe would have returned and killed Harry in there. So say Harry dies because of this. So he's had his memory wiped, he dies, Ron's still out of it, and all of this things still happen. Well, leading on from this, it is clear that maybe the Order of the Phoenix would have struggled to kill him. Obviously, they, without Harry, would make the prophecy not be able to work. It would be kind of pointless almost. And I think that maybe instead they would have tried to hunt down the Horcruxes themselves. Now, saying that Sirius Black is still in Azkaban, they would not be inside of the Death Eater's house, Grimmauld Place. So maybe they would have never found the locket, but maybe eventually Dumbledore would have realised to search there after he went to the cave that we know he did find. Now, they would never have got in the Chamber of Secrets. None of them knew where it was. The only person with an able mind who knows where it is Moaning Myrtle and Lockhart. Now, maybe Dumbledore is a smart guy and goes there, but is he going to defeat a basilisk? Is he going to get the diary that has been down there for, quite a few years when he tries to find it? So it's going to be really, really hard for Dumbledore to get into this area where he will be able to get all of them. And he could still have died from getting the ring and putting it on, because why would that have changed? He goes there by himself without Harry and the other one, so he might have still died in that place. So it is still really interesting to see that Dumbledore could have still very, very easily been left behind and died. So yeah, it's crazy to think what would have happened. I personally think it's quite obvious Voldemort would have won. If stuff like that happened, Dumbledore doesn't know Parseltongue. He might not be able to kill the basilisk, and then he might not be able to destroy the journal and other stuff like that. He would have also died. You wouldn't have had Harry, or Ron, so you just have Hermione left, and she probably wouldn't be able to do very much. So if we look back at how this all happened, Ron's faulty wand really saved everything. When they crashed into the Whomping Willow, it destroyed Ron's wand and it saved the world. When Ron and Harry crashed into that tree, that saved the world. When Ron and Harry taking the car, it saved the world. And Dobby blocking platform 9 3/4 saved the world. So perhaps Dobby was the really one who really led to Ron's wand breaking, and obviously that seems to have meant that Harry and Ron would have existed further on down the line. So yeah, but you could even go further than that, saying that the reason Dobby's there is because the Malfoys mistreated Dobby. So really the Malfoys saved the world at this current point. But yeah, it's so interesting to see that Voldemort would have won if Lockhart had managed to erase his memories. It does look like they would never have fully been able to recover from the loss of Harry Potter's mind. Thank you guys for watching another Potter Access video. I'm trying to do weekly uploads for a little bit for this channel. The last video was a Slytherin video. Make sure to check that out. I really enjoyed making that video. But yeah, every Tuesday I'll try and make some sort of video for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to like. Peace.